Thank you, God, for life. Yeah, we thanking God for life. Thank you, God, for life. Yeah, we thanking God for life. Don't have my wants, but it's alright. Have all my needs supplied by Christ. So we thank you, God, for life. Yeah, we thanking God for life. I thank God I made it to 2019. Feel like this year I'ma see my dreams. Walking by faith, not by what it seems. He cut off the dead weight, now one in my lean. The spirit I cleave, let your light beam through me. It's your life in me, yo. Breath in my lungs, yo. Words from my tongue, yo. Mercy endure it forever. Your mercy is new every time that I wake up. Yeah, we thanking God for life.
What's good, y'all? Happy Maja Monday. Here on Maja Speaks, I do spiritual girl chats, I talk Christian girl topics, all kind of great stuff like that. I talk about real world things from a Christian point of view, a Christian girl point of view. So today I'm implementing something new. I love to read, as you know. If you don't know, I love to read, and I want to start doing a feature fab book. As you guys know, what I have on my channel is faith, fashion, art, beauty, and business. That spells out fab with a lot of extra letters. So I would like to have a book of the month, the books that I read that I feel you guys should be reading. So this month's feature fab book is She's Still There by Crystal Evans Hurst, Rescuing the Girl in You. If you guys know me, you know I love Priscilla Shirer. I love her sermons, I love her books, I love the book Fervent. That would definitely be a fab feature book. But this month, I really took the time to read her sister Crystal Evans Hurst's book, and it's called She's Still There. It's so great. So in this video, I want to tell you guys a little bit about it. So let's hop right into the video. Okay, so first, I just want to read to you guys the little synopsis of what it's about. This is a publisher description. It says, have you wandered from the life you want to live? Crystal Evans Hurst shares raw and vulnerable stories from her life to let you know how you too can find your way back after a few missteps. What happens when a woman looks at herself in the mirror, lingering just a little longer than usual, and realizes that she no longer recognizes the person staring back at her? What does she do when she sees that somehow her life has drifted away from all her original hopes, dreams, and plans? Speaker, blogger, and writer Crystal Evans Hurst wrote this book because she was that woman. One day she realized that she had somehow wandered from the life that she was meant to live. Crystal since discovered that the moment of awareness happens to a lot of women at different seasons of their lives. Poor decisions, a lack of intentionality or planning, or a long-term denial of deep hopes and dreams you can leave a woman, old or young, reeling from the realization that she is lost, disappointed, or simply numb. And she just needs encouragement. This woman simply needs someone to hold her hand, cheer her on, and believe with her that she is capable of being the person she intended to be. Crystal uses her story of an early and unexpected pregnancy, as well as other raw and vulnerable moments in her life, to let readers know that she understands what it's like to try and find your way after some missteps or decisions you didn't plan, guys. So that is the publisher's description, but let me give you guys what I got from it, why it's so great, and why you should read it. As a millennial, this book was really impactful to me because I felt like she was speaking to me. Like you heard from the publisher's description, she does talk about her teen pregnancy, but before she got to that stage in her life, she talked about how she strove to be a perfectionist. Everything was trying to get better, trying to get the highest grade, doing the best that she could be. You know, that's great, and that's many of us. But she also talked about how she misstepped, and she was a Christian. You know, she was in church all the time. Her parents are Christians and they're preachers actually, so she was a preacher's daughter doing her best. But even the most perfect person can misstep, and we can make a small mistake. And she talks about finding the girl she left behind. Most of us, we lose ourselves, we lost, and we don't even know where we left ourselves. And that's really important. That's really a topic to speak on, because especially during this age, we're really confused. We don't know which way to go as we're graduating, as we're starting college, as we're leaving college. The point of becoming a woman and finding who we want to be in that woman stage can really be hard when you're trying to keep your Christian background and just trying to keep the values that your parents or your guardians taught you while developing your own rules in your mind a little bit and how you want to conduct yourself. So in this book, she talks about finding balance and how to find yourself again when you feel like you've lost her. In this book, she talks about some of the struggles she's encountered from being a teen mom, but she finished school, she got it done, and then she goes into adulthood, which this is a book that's good for millennials, but it's also a book that I would want to reread as I become an adult, as I, find a job, as I build a family. She talks about settling into a job that she didn't love. She really ended up hating it. It was something in her field, but she dreaded going there every day, which that speaks to me, because as you grow up and as you become this woman, having a career is something that comes next. It's the next step. As she did that and as she navigated it, it's about finding something that doesn't feel like a job to you. So she really goes into that and how you can feel suffocated. She goes into finding a job that she loves. Excuse the vacuum. She goes into describing how it is being a mother and remembering that you're not just a mother, you're still Michaela, and you're still who you were back then. And it's about finding yourself, and then once you have her, keeping her, making time for yourself, self-care, getting some alone time. This book is really about finding yourself, keeping yourself, and learning how to level yourself up, grow yourself up, and work with what life throws at you, and working with your emotions, working with your feelings. This book was really good. This author is really good. She's actually coming out with a version of this book that is for teenagers, but me as a teenager, I got so much from this book. That is why it is a feature F.A.B book. It was so great. There are so many things that I highlighted, but I read this book off my libraries app, and I'm going to talk about that. Books that I can't buy or that's not at my personal library, I read them digitally. So that's why I read this book. There's just so much tangible evidence, tangible, instructions in here on how to work through being a woman and becoming a woman and getting your mind together. Because as women, we have so many things going on, and then as a Christian woman, there's other standards that we have to hold ourselves to, and holding ourselves to standards can get really hectic. A lot can go on in our mind, but she really is telling us how to rein in our thoughts, get it together, know when we are losing ourselves, know when we're falling. At different stages of our lives, we can get lost. We can get lost in college. We can get lost when we're looking for our significant other, having kids. We can lose ourselves, but it's about allowing God to bring us back in and going through the hard times, not just staying stuck in the hard times. These videos aren't going to be very long, but this is the book that I want you guys to read. Please check it out. It's really good. All of the books I promote are going to be inspirational, Christian-based, helpful. I don't believe in the new age self-help books. That's not what I'm going to be promoting to you guys. I got rid of any book I had like that because it's not something that can really teach you. You have to be cautious of who you get your information from, but this is a woman that I think is really wise, just like her sister. So the whole family is a family that I like to watch, I like to listen to, I like to read what they have for me. So this month I want you guys to give this book a shot. Even if you just read the sample from iBooks, look for it at your library. This book is really good. Let me see how many pages it is. It's 320 pages. It's really good. So check it out. That is all I have for you guys in this Maja Speaks. I will be hollering at y'all later in the week.